There has been a fair share of reactions today, but one of our favorite reactions whenever anything 49ers related happens is hearing from former 49ers quarterback Steve Young as he went on KNBR to react to the whole situation that played out with Nick Bosa and him getting the record-breaking contract. Listen to what he had to say right here.
It's on. I mean, is anyone shocked? Nick Bosa signed the Wednesday before the first game. Huh. Who would have
thought? You saw that one coming a mile away.
That was just shocking to me. TJ Watt did it, came in and dominated. He's like, I think I'm going to do that. So poor John Lynch and Kyle are like taking a beating last week. Like, what are they doing? What's going on there? This is crazy. It's like, bro, just Wednesday before the first game, we'll talk to you then.
Settle down.
Brent was like, we had Brent on him. He's like, I wish you would have had another week or 10 days to bang up against some guys. I was like, if we had a week or 10 days, he wouldn't sign for another week or 10 days, I think we'd just be pushing it back.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down.
What is, and by the way, in case you don't know, what is...
Yeah, this is not a Nick Saban 5 o'clock.
I'm going to do what Jimmy did.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So,
11, give or take.
Yeah.
And you were one of these guys, one of the superstars.
Where?
Yeah, well, we'll be there. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're good to go. So, I mean, what does this mean for the team, though? I was telling Copes that and you were one of these guys, one of the superstars of the league, stars of the team. I say those guys make it easier for everybody else because of what they do, the attention they draw. It just makes everybody else's job that much easier. And I said Bosa is going to make everybody else's job easier. That's why he is who he is. That's why he's getting paid what he's getting paid. But how do you see it?
It's times 2.
Yeah.
Because there's handling Nick Bosa, and then all of the effort and mind and from Wednesday on, everyone's talking about what are we going to do? How are we going to handle it? And so everybody's focused on it, and it just distracts, kind of laser attention, and so your team is distracted, and now you got to block them. Like there's 2 parts of it: distraction and blocking them. And so those are the great players. Reggie White was that way.
Yep.
All week long. Okay, what are we going to do? Right? Harrison, we're going to slide that way, and Reggie, and then you have to block them. Then you actually have to play against them. And so I think there's 2 times the distraction that he brings that I think helps the team. And then obviously then the offense gets the ball back a lot more, right? Then the quarterback can take more chances. Kyle can say, look, I with Nick on the field, I can be more aggressive. So it helps the other side of the ball as well.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I don't know that it helps team morale at all because I think players are focused on what they have to do. People always used to ask me, what do you do like when Jordan's out on the court? Like, how do you do? I'm like, bro, I got Horace Grant to worry about, okay? I'm like, I got my own problems over here. I can't worry about what's going on over there. And I think players, generally speaking, kind of feel that way. Like, yeah, it's great. We love it, but I got my own job to do, and I got to worry about the guy across from me.
Players want it. Players who suited up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Coaches, on the other hand, like this week, the coaches' room, a lot better.
Yeah.
Like we got Nick. The players love Nick, and they're going to appreciate it, but it's not like they're super hyper focused on it. Where now I'm super excited to play. They were ready to play. You can see they were getting kind of revved up, and if they had to go without him this week, they were getting, the players would have, kind of marshaled up and done it. So I agree with you on that way, but the coaches makes a huge difference in game plan and everything else.
Are there certain games, like I don't know if there are certain games for you, you're about the same age as I am, I call them helmet games. Like you just put the helmets on the field, I'm good. Like I could watch Pittsburgh, Miami Raiders. I mean, those games take me back to the,
KC
to the
and the
70s.
Raiders, yeah.
These teams didn't really have...
it has to take you back, Tom, because there's nothing happening now.
Well, that's a good point. I don't know that there's a rivalry.
You got to reminisce to find some excitement in that ball game.
I don't know that there's any rivalry going on here, but you got teams that have won, I think, behind the Patriots, second and third most Super Bowls in the history of the game. There's something there about these helmets. And I think both teams are going to be good this year. There's just something about that type of game that gets you fired up.
That, and then also that Pittsburgh historically, even not having to reminisce back, they're hard helmet games.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they're coming, right? Opening day in Pittsburgh. There's something about they call on their past as much as we call on our past in an effective way. And I think it's useful for Pittsburgh. They use every inch of it, and especially defensively. So I think you go to Pittsburgh, and they've got new hope that they have a quarterback to replace Ben. Mike's going to get them ready to play. So, yeah, do I think Pittsburgh's there at the end of the year? I'd be surprised. They're not one of my today's game, you have to have that superstar, big physical presence, very superior passer that can move around. You got to have all those elements to be at the end. Do I think Pittsburgh's there in the end? I do not. But are they going to give people a lot of trouble? I think if Kenny's playing well, yes, I think they will.
We could literally listen to Steve Young talk about the San Francisco 49ers all day. He has nothing but good takes and just brings a different type of perspective that it's almost common sense, but it's just like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So let me know what you think about what Steve had to say in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.